I'm joined now via Skype by 2008 and 2012 Olympian Cullen Jones. Good to see you, Cullen.
Thanks for having me.
So you are still the world record holder in the 4x100 freestyle relay. Prelim was this morning. Finals are tonight. I mean, that race in 2008 in Beijing will forever go down as the most historic up to this point. You know, what was it like to be a part of that?
You know, knowing going into it that the French team was talking a little bit of smack,
Yep.
saying that they were there to crush the Americans. I know there was a lot of hype around it, and one of the coolest things, you know, Michael was going for 8 gold medals, but he never made it about himself. It was always about Team USA, figuring out how to do it. And at the time, I was the 4th fastest 100 freestyler. So Eddie Reese, who is definitely a legend in the sport as a coach, obviously, says to me, "Don't mess up." And I'm like, "Oh, good, no pressure, thank you."
Good
coach.
pep talk, good pep talk.
No pressure. I gave it everything, and it panned out and worked out perfectly. I still call Jason to this day Superman. Going a 46.0 is no small feat, and I think tonight will be very interesting when it comes to these 4 guys that are going to be up. I don't know exactly who it's going to be, but with resting Caleb Dressel and resting Nathan Adrian, we got a lot of firepower on Team USA.
I think so too, and still, I mean, I still watch that relay race, and it gives me chills. So I'm so excited to see what the guys can do tonight.
My heart rate just jumps up. I can't watch it.
I'm sure, even for you, I mean, you're the one who was a part of it. Me, just an observer. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I know so many fans. But, I mean, that story is obviously, like you said, it's one of Superman. But that's not how Olympians get started. You know, they're not born Olympians, I like to say. What was your start in swimming like?
You know, I had humble beginnings. I was 5 years old. I was an only child. Some said spoiled. I don't believe that.
No, never.
My weekends with my parents were big for me. So we went to an amusement park, and I wanted to get on every water ride there. My mom called me her little pool rat. So I was always in the water, and I went down this ride because my dad wanted to get on it. We had an hour to get there, and I flipped upside down. I was underwater for about 30 seconds. They had to fully resuscitate me. They said that they usually say after about 20 seconds, a child can have brain damage, and they had to resuscitate me. But the first thing came out of my mouth was, "What's the next ride we're getting on?" Because I was 5, and you weren't pulling me away from an amusement.
Yeah. Oh my! So you just you just went back at it.
Well, it took about 5 different teachers for me to get comfortable around the water again. I was a little shy about getting back into it, but that's why all the work that I do with the Make a Splash initiative is so close to my heart, because I travel all over and I see these kids everywhere, and a lot of them have had negative experiences around water, and hopefully after meeting me, touching a gold medal, a lot of times they get really excited about it, and it's my way of paying it forward, and I love it. I love it.
It's amazing how much that little thing, you know, touching a gold medal, having a picture with you can make all of the difference, because we all had that growing up. You know, for me it was Summer Sanders. And who was your idol when you were younger?
Oh man, don't do this. Gary Hall Jr. is hang it over my head for the rest of my life.
I love it, Gary Hall Jr.
Yeah, I was a sprinter from the day I was born. So watching him swim the 50 freestyle and the 100 freestyle so well was definitely a big inspiration for me. So he's going to hold it over my head.
He probably will. Now, speaking of all of the work that you do within our swimming community, you have made it, you know, part of your mission to see the sport become more diverse. How do you see that growing and impacting as we continue to move forward?
You know, I think that I've gotten a lot of press when it comes to working with the Make a Splash initiative. My successes in it's been great, but there are people before me. You know, Mirza Karaya being the first female to get a silver medal, Sabir Muhammad. There were people before me, but I'm blessed to be able to be a part of this. I like to call them Michael Phelps, Ryan Lochte, craziness, Mrs. Franklin, Katie Ledecky. Everyone's paying attention now.
It's nuts.
And we have the largest soapbox that we can stand on. And for me, it's definitely pushing diversity in the sport. Simone, Leah, they're kicking butt out there. I'm very, very proud of those ladies. Simone getting a silver medal last night. Leah getting a silver medal last night in the relay. I think this is just the movement. I think it's just going to continue. I think in the Black community, a lot of times the stigma of Black people don't swim is just because people don't see it on television. People don't see it that this is even a path that they can go. And I think right now, the path's lit. And I'm excited to see what can happen in the next 4, 8, 12 years.
I'm so excited. And I mean, like you said, you just mentioned the girls, Simone and Leah. I was just texting Leah, and I mean, their social media and their feeds are hilarious right now. But I love how much this Olympic team is giving us a look into what they're up to. And it's been amazing. We've continued to follow them using hashtag SwimUnited. But we're going to be tuning into that relay tonight, and it was so good to catch up with you, Cullen.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it's good to see you.
You too. We all know that swimming is the funnest sport, and now it's easier than ever to get involved. All you have to do to find a local swim club is go to swimtoday.org, type in your zip code, and all of the swim clubs in your area will pop up. So find the one nearest you, go and post on social media. Use hashtag SwimUnited. Tell us about all the friends you're meeting, the strokes that you're learning. It's easier than ever. Hope to see you in the pool.